What's up YouTube? Ryan, aka The Lucky Schmuck here, back again. A few videos ago, I mentioned that I moved my bloodfin tetras out of this 29-gallon planted tank. So yeah, these bloodfin tetras were previously in my 29-gallon planted tank in the house. But seeing as how we have an incoming surprise, which we'll get to maybe the next video, definitely in the next week or two. Well, the surprise is here. It's in the tank right now. Can you see it? So that's right, guys. The surprise is Bristlenose Pleco babies. As you see here, this is a super red Bristlenose Pleco. That is the male. If you're not familiar with this species, these guys stay fairly small. They get up to about 6 inches. This male is probably only about 3.5, 4 inches maybe. So he's definitely not full grown. If you notice on the his nose area, see some things sticking up. That's how you know it's a male. They get those bristles. But let's rewind a little bit because these guys are already hatched. Let's rewind and I'll explain how this all takes place. So once the female is pregnant with eggs, the male will coax her into a cave that he's been cleaning out. And once that cave is clean and she lays the eggs in there, he will spend the next roughly a week to 10 days fanning those eggs to keep them clean until they hatch and become little wigglers. Now, they'll be wigglers for about a few days to a week, and after that they'll be free swimming. So it's been about a week since these guys were starting to become free swimming. They've grown a little bit, done a few water changes. I've read that, you know, a lot of water changes and water quality are important factors in having them grow. I'm sure I've lost some. I mean, I have no idea. There's still a ton in here. They're still on the back of the wall a little bit, hiding. Although they do come out more often during the day, especially to eat now. I'd estimate that there's still probably at least 30 in here, if not more. I think that there's Mama. I think that there was at some point probably close to 50. There may still be. There's Dad back here. Let's see if we can catch him back here. He's finally getting a break from guarding the cave. So as you can see, Dad is a super red and Mom is a chocolate, both short fin. So these guys are probably all short fin, and they look almost brown. I don't see much light color in them or any true albinos. Some do look lighter than others, but yeah, comment below if you know, does it take time for them to show the color, or, maybe I'm just not seeing the red, or I don't know. But if if you've had a mix before, they're all going to come out to be marbled or what? This happens sometimes where the pleco tries to land on the snail. But hey guys, we'll keep you updated with these guys. I'm really, really enjoying them, seeing them all over the place, and just trying to keep up with the water changes and keeping them fed with the zucchini here. So, and crushed flake and a few other things, but mostly the zucchini seems to be feeding the masses here. Ooh, there comes Mama. All right, guys, stick with me. We'll flash forward and update these guys a little bit. So here we are about 2 weeks after they became free swimming, and you can see that they're growing a little bit. They kind of like to hoard in the middle there. I've fed some green beans. Sticking with the green beans, I've also made some rapashi. So they've been eating a little bit of rapashi, Soylent Green, and of course sticking with the zucchini, which has been the bread and butter of their diet. It's been pretty cool to see some of them acting like little autosynclists actually, and kind of hanging out in the leaves of the Anubias. Just a kind of pretty neat display or behavior. As you can see here, they really swarm the zucchini, and I kind of just stick a butter knife in there with 2 slices of zucchini pretty much every day. And between the babies, the parents, the snails, they finish it off. As you can see, the male, he likes to hang out on the back end. He's pretty much there all day long. I know these species are typically nocturnal, but I mean, they seem to be pretty active 24/7 for me. The male and female were always pretty active for me, and I've had them for a little less than a year, but they've always been pretty active. The babies are all over the tank. The majority of them are on the zucchini, but there are some in the crevices. You really can't see a ton, but they're along the back wall, on the glass in the front here. When they first came out, they really stood in the dark, or stayed in the dark. But I mean, for the last week or more, they've been just kind of hanging out, eating, pooping, doing what they do. Let's jump forward another week and look at them 3 weeks into it. I can't wait to see how they continue to grow, and if some turn out to be marbled or, you know, more red, maybe they'll be brown, maybe their babies will be red. I really don't know a ton about their genetics, but at the time of this filming, these guys are now about 3 weeks since they became wigglers, and I've been doing water changes every 2 to 3 days and trying to gravel vac as much as possible because they have been super dirty. As you can see, they're still kind of acting like these little baby Autocinclus, which I think is awesome, the way they're sitting on some of these Anubias leaves. There's mom over here. Everybody seems to be doing well. I think the tank handled the extra bio load fairly well. You know, like I said, I think these plants have started to grow a little faster. Probably some more nitrates in the water, but my readings haven't shown anything crazy. And obviously I've been doing, you know, fairly frequent water changes, so haven't let them build up. Some of these guys appear to be eating on this deteriorating almond leaf or catappa leaf. A few of them over here look a little more pale. Ooh, starting to scoot around. The snails. I think the snail is scaring them. If you're enjoying watching these guys grow, give the video a like and subscribe to see more updates in the future, to see how they turn out. It's pretty cool to see the shrimp and the plecos both feeding off the wood. I had the shrimp in here just about a week or two ago now, just as the babies were starting to hatch. You notice this one's got a little bit of more white on his tail, so I'm really curious to see how they each turn out. Oh my gosh, there's some mystery snail eggs that fell from above. There's actually a bunch of clutches up there right now. Let's see, you gotta fill more zucchini. I gotta run to the store and buy more zucchini. They literally go through tons of it every day. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Gonna end with some more close-up shots of these guys. Definitely due for a gravel vac. But stick with us next time, guys.